My name is Mitch Todd, and I am the campus minister at K-State Wesley.
I'm Riley Vardaman, and I'm the RA for the girls here at Wesley.
My name is Fatima Jagori. I am one of the volunteers that has been working with MART for the past year in trying to get Afghan refugees resettled here in the small town of Manhattan, Kansas.
It's a blessing to live here because you're surrounded in people who love Christ as much as you do and want to be in a place of faith and love. And it's a blessing to feel safe and know that there are people to turn to if you have questions or doubts.
The Housing Authority in Manhattan, in conjunction with MART, which is the Manhattan Afghan Relocation Team, approached campus ministry about having some Afghan refugees stay here at the facility.
The Wesley House has been amazing enough to open their arms to our single Afghan refugees that are mainly Hazara, which is a majority persecuted minority in Afghanistan. The majority of these girls have left their homes, left everything for an opportunity at a decent future, at an opportunity at life, really. The Wesley House has been, Mitch and Ms. Debbie have been more than gracious to let them stay here. Wesley House has just been very welcoming to us, and we're just very happy and grateful for it, especially after the year-long grueling adventure that these guys have had, from safe house to refugee camp, and then finally a place they call their home.
Blessing is an essential part of our Christian community, and when we bless each other, we are sharing God's grace with each other. So it is a form of carrying on the Holy Spirit from my heart to your heart. And it's not just well wishes, it can be actions, it can be our attitude, our work with each other, and that's how we bless each other.
When they first told me that the women were coming, my immediate reaction was, okay, this is so great, but how do I do it? And I wanted to make sure that we were helping protect their identity and their safety, make sure that they had a place that they knew was protected and that they were going to be comfortable living here. And I also wanted them to know that we're going to do everything in our power to make sure that they can adapt to living here, because they're from so far away and they've gone through so much.
I am genuinely blessed and more than thankful and more than grateful to be here. And the blessings literally they're the girls that are here. The blessings are every person that we've helped evacuate out of Afghanistan, and the blessing that Wesley House has given us is giving people a home, lending a hand.
Because the situation in Afghanistan is not good for the girls or for the women, and when we decided to come to the America because of this situation, because we don't allow to go to school, we don't allow to go to work. This is because we come in here to live in here, because it's the opportunity for us in here to continue our lesson, to continue our college, university, and work for our life, for ourselves, for our family.
When I found out we were actually doing this, it was a relief, because it meant that we were helping and we were doing something.
When we decided to make space for these women, it was kind of a no-brainer. They needed a place to stay, and we had a facility for them. And in that way, we could bless them and help them in their relocation efforts. And that's not just through campus ministry, that's the whole city of Manhattan that made that commitment.
Having resettled Afghans here, and to know that the process that they have to go through is really grueling. Like 1.5 million refugee and asylum cases are still pending right now. So to have more of these Afghans that have already endured a year of all of these things and have worked alongside Americans, have their certificates, have been absolute allies of the United States, to be told, hey, wait 2 years and maybe you can apply for asylum. I think that pushes us into the Afghan Adjustment Act, which is helping resettle our allies here. Just to know that it's been lives, futures, and it's not just my life, it's the lives of all these girls, it's the lives of all these other little girls that are being told they can't go to school, being told that they have to push down any individuality that they have, being put under giant scarves to say, hey, go stay home. You can only be escorted by a male. And it's a real, like, just constant, I would say, war against women.
Situation in Afghanistan every day get worse. Taliban took the girls with themselves, and by force they got married with them. The girls didn't have right to go to school. The women didn't have right to work, and they didn't have right to go outside without her mahram, like her husband.
Female doctors and female nurses are being picked up from their homes to go care for rape victims of the Taliban, that they've like gotten all these girls and they throw them in a corner, and after they're done with them in the worst way, they leave them there. And they have all these doctors, like they will run, if they know a female doctor, if they knew of a female doctor, they go to their house, they pick her up, and they're like, here you go, fix them all. And if you say anything, we'll kill you and your entirety family. And those are the things that we're trying to fight right now.
We have the opportunity to continue our life without any situation like being forced to get married to someone that we don't want. Like when we are in Afghanistan, they force the girls to marry to someone they didn't want. The situation here is very good, and the human right, the woman right is very good in here, and we can continue our life without any fear.
This is a dream for them, like genuine, like in their dreams they were flying to come to a land that was completely green, and to know that their dreams are finally here, that in itself is just a prime example of humanity and blessings, right? And honestly, this place is awesome. Like, have you been to the movie house? Like, have you seen this giant couch? So it's been, they've all loved it. Every single one of them have had nothing but amazing things to say about this house and the welcoming arms.
It's a blessing to come in here because of my to continue my education. It's my blessing.
I'm just very proud of our church, and I'm proud to be a part of this, and everyone who's helped and everyone who has put in effort to make these women feel comfortable. Like, thank you so much.